Hey, what was the last thing that made you cry? Was it perhaps the snub of someone you love very much? Perhaps the death of a spouse, child, or parent, or a close friend? Or even the death of a relationship you treasure? You know, when we experience the deepest of life's pains, it's almost always accompanied by tears. So today, as we talk about pain and tears, we're going to talk about what to do with them. Welcome to Mornings with Bishop Robert. If your heart has ever felt deep pain, you're going to appreciate our time together today. My goal is to introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know Him and His Word personally and better. If our time together today speaks to your heart, let me invite you to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. No one will pass through this life without experiencing deep, cutting pain. Today's verse says, He will wipe away all tears. Facing pain and grief when alone is the worst. I mean, it's always better if you can share life's toughest times with people who care about you, people who care about you and the situation. In life's toughest times, it's easy for people to feel isolated. I found that being deliberate about drawing close to God in those times of anguish is the greatest source of strength. First of all, because He truly cares. Jesus understands every pain we face. Now, He stood at the tomb of Lazarus and wept. Though He knew He was about to call him forth from the grave, Jesus also knew not only that His family was facing the pain of His death, but they'd have to face it again soon. Because He knew the Pharisees would become so angry that Lazarus had been raised from the dead, they'd set out to kill him again, just to eliminate the proof of Jesus' miracle. God cares so deeply that He actually keeps track of the sorrows we face. The pain we face counts. The tears we shed are not unimportant or wasted. In fact, the scriptures tell us that God collects our tears and records our affliction in a book. In other words, He's not distant. He gives us strength when we ask Him. The problem of pain is the age-old question. People wonder, hey, if God is all-powerful, why doesn't He just eliminate evil and pain? Well, the underlying assumptions are that either He's not able to eradicate evil and pain, or that He doesn't care about us and the misery we're in. But neither is true. We live in a world that has abandoned the ways of God and become more and more secular, rebellious, and sinful. And the repercussions of society's disobedience are destructive and painful. Now, God has made His love plain. He's provided a way out through Jesus Christ. I mean, God demonstrates His love for us in that. While you and I and everyone else, while we were still in sin, Christ died for us. But here's the most important element. Love is always a choice. It can't be forced or demanded. True love can't be compelled. So God offers us His love and invites us to offer Him ours. However, He doesn't make us automatons with no free will. I mean, you can program a dolly with an electric voice to say, I love you, I love you, I love you, over and over and over again. And she'll do it every time you press the button to make her speak. That's not love. And God doesn't do that to us. He invites us to love, encourages us to trust. He promises He'll wipe away all the tears. So begin by asking Him to restore your joy. Begin by making the decision to praise Him for His grace, His strength, His faithfulness. That's right. The answer to overcoming pain is praise. Knowing Christ may not seem like the answer, but it truly is the very best one, because He opens every other door, and He will wipe away all tears. Hey, as we wrap up, let me just ask you to help me introduce people to the Jesus they never knew and help them get to know Him and His Word personally and better. Please like this video so you can help more people to see it. And then click follow or subscribe so you and I can get together every day. And I'd love to meet you in the comments section and hear about how our time together today touched your heart. It's also a great place to leave a question. And one more thing. Share it with a friend, would you? Because as you do, you're part of the team touching hearts all over the world with the love of Jesus. Thanks for helping.